or Joe, I think 2 shows ago, handed me the bass, and I
I
played
didn't.
bass.
Hold on. I didn't hand it to you though.
Okay, he lightly tossed me his bass guitar, which explains his immaculate tone for sure.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Herostock Nation?
Well,
You are naughty, naughty boys.
That's Gallivant and life as it goes. What's up, Herostock Nation? Tom Lamog here with my co-host Matt Jones. Welcome back to the Herostock Nation Podcast, where all month long we've been talking with members of each of the 8 bands who will be performing at our Ashland concerts, which, by the way, is just in a few days. This Friday night, August 22nd, is Rock Night, and one of the featured bands is Gallivant from Omaha. They're a rock band that likes to get loud and is known to have their guests begging for one more song, according to what I read on their sites at the end of their show. Hey, Matt, I got to tell you something remarkable, in my research of Gallivant, and that these guys, they each take turns playing each other's instruments. At least that's what I read. And I find that to be completely remarkable, because I don't know that I know many bands who will go ahead and say, okay, here, take this, I'll take that, and let's go ahead and get to the next song. What do you think about that?
I've always wanted to do something like that, but I've always thought it was really, really hard. I don't know how they do it. I get confused on who actually plays what, like, primarily now. So I'm interested to talk to these guys.
I'm just interested in playing one instrument good, playing it well. But these guys, they do all, at least that's what I read. Now, I know that there's some old information out there floating around, and it's about time that we bring in the band. So, hey, Joe, how's it going?
How's it going?
I got Dex here as well, and Sam.
Yo.
5 of us crowding the screen here. Gallivant. Let's start with the name. How did you come up with Gallivant as the band's name? And
Yeah. The name Gallivant, the word stuck out to me when on the search for the band name. And when I just kind of read it, it just seemed right. And I was like, the definition of it, what it kind of means, what it stands for, all felt right. And I've always been a one-word band name kind of guy. So, and then we just rolled with it, stuck with it. Before that, it was Haze, actually. It was Haze. Once again, like I said, the one-word band name kind of thing, but Gallivant has a better ring to it, we think, and that's what we do. We're out here gallivanting around the country, touring, hitting the road, being broken down on the side of the road,
well,
just gallivanting around,
I saw the band schedule. I mean, in the last 17 weeks, I had to get Siri's help on this one. 17 weeks, 17 shows.
Yeah. It might even be more than that. I haven't counted it.
I think we averaged about 10 to 12 shows a month this summer. So just this summer. So yeah, it's been pretty wild.
Been good.
Nonstop.
Man, well, I'll tell you what, let's introduce you guys. Starting, Sam, you want to go first and tell us a little bit about who you are, how, your role in the band, maybe something that about the band that no one really knows about.
Ooh, dark secrets. Okay. Well, I have been playing music. I honestly can't remember if I was 9 or 10 when I first started playing piano. My sister was doing it. My parents were like, do you want to do it too? I was like, I'll try it. I wasn't super into it, if I'm being honest. But then I turned 12. I went to a summer camp, and I distinctly remember AC/DC's Back in Black coming on. And I heard Angus Young playing that riff, and I was like, whatever that is, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And there was another kid in my cabin that played acoustic guitar, and he showed me how to play, of course, Smoke on the Water, and a Green Day song called Brain Stew. And so I went home, and I told my mom, I said, hey, I want to be able to play guitar. I've done piano, but guitar, this just seems right. And I dived hard into classic rock, like Bad Company, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, just anything. I just couldn't get enough of it. And so I've been playing guitar since I was 12. I am now 30. So I've been doing it for quite a while. I know you guys brought up that we all dabble into multiple instruments. Like I said, piano was my first. I still kind of do it. I wish I would have stuck with it with lessons, because now I want to get better at piano. So that's kind of something I want to get into. But I also played in the percussion in the marching band. So I got to learn drum set, snare, bass, all that good stuff. So music's always been a huge part of my life since I was pretty much a teenager. And I haven't stopped since. I've been in a band nonstop since I was 14.
Oh.
And I see no signs of stopping yet. So in Gallivant, though, I play guitar and I sing. Joe and I we harmonize a lot with each other. I'm a big fan. I know he is too, of like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, the Beatles, and all those bands that just had really nice tight harmonies, and the Eagles and all that. But we also like to, rock it as well. So if you take the Beatles and maybe like heavy Led Zeppelin, heavy Black Sabbath, and put some modern rock like Muse in there, we try to piece all our favorite pieces of rock and roll together. So I hope I didn't talk too long, but that's pretty much my story.
Yeah, thanks for the introduction. I'm going to go to Joe. Now, Joe, I know that there was reference about the band coming together during college. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I think that's when the band really happened, is when I joined. No, I was just kidding. No, Sam found me, and he was looking for a bass player at the time. And, like we said before, I was actually aspiring to be more of a drummer at the time. But I was like, I remember telling my mom way back in the day, I don't care what I play. I don't care if it's the tambourine. I just want to be on stage and perform. I don't care. So he needed a bass player, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. I'll try out. And I obviously impressed him, I think.
Wow.
He's downplaying his bass playing, because the reason he stuck out to me is because he was playing Red Hot Chili Pepper riffs like Flea on the bass, and I was like, oh, this guy's good at the bass. I knew he played drums, but then I saw his bass playing. I was like, well, I need a bassist, and he's ripping some Flea parts,
Yeah.
so I know he can play the bass.
For us guitar players, looking for someone who plays bass and someone to find someone who plays drums, it's like really double the work here. But when you find it all in one person, you're lucky. You're really lucky. Gee.
Yeah, I think you understand each other more too, because it's like you can speak the language easier. Especially playing with Dakota. I almost know what he's gonna do, and I think vice versa. Like he knows. There's lately too, since we've only been playing for over a year now, just a little bit.
Just barely, yeah.
Yeah. There's been some times where I was like, I don't know how we both just thought of that at the same time, but we hit it totally. Like that was awesome. Like we don't talk about a lot of things. They just happen. So
We'd be
it's
pretty
cool.
dangerous, if we actually rehearsed. We'd be
Yeah.
unstoppable. I swear to God.
Yeah, if we didn't play so much, we might have time to.
Well, is it something that comes naturally, frequently between you, Joe, and Dax? I mean, in terms of, they say the drummer and the bass player, they got to lock right in, to make this rhythm section work. I mean, is this something that comes natural?
100%.
Yeah, they're not wrong. Like it is just like another. I think these guys both playing drums in college, especially with everybody being a percussionist in their own right. I think it makes it a ton easier to kind of see rhythm or play things that are a little bit more complicated, or if I'll play something that's over the bar. Like we're definitely not a jam band. Some offense to the jam band lovers out there, but as far as jam bands go, like I don't really think we play anything precisely the same way twice. I'm definitely like of the David Lee Roth school of thought. Like if you paid to get into a show, like I'm there to give you the show. Like you can listen to the CD or listen to YouTube a million times, and that's fine, but I want to give you something. You showed up for me, like I want to show up for you any way that I can. So when it comes to writing things, I can hear Joe really clearly thanks to our inner rig and just the way that we do business live. And it's intuitive, I think. Like not all answers are the same every time, but when we hear something that just feels good or feels right and it clicks in, like, cool, that was great once. Let's do it again. There's 2, 3. Okay. Yep. That's somebody remember that. And then we get Taco Bell and forget, but it's good in the
Somebody
moment.
remember that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Somebody write that down.
There's that
Especially
common
as
denominator there. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Taco Bell thing.
Yeah, I mean, as of late, none of our shows have gone the same. We leave a lot of room for just letting it be what it is and see what happens. And certain crowds will take us certain places, and sometimes we don't even know where the show's at. But it's fun. It's awesome. We have a set, but we don't at the same time. So
It's like an idea of a set. Yeah.
You guys, you embrace feeling my guess is that, all right, when we show up to the show, it depends on how we're feeling and how we're going to play rather than playing the same thing over and over. That's what I'm guessing.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Nailed it. Yeah.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Good. So let's go back to, the three of you playing now. A number of the bands that we've spoken with, either they're soloists or maybe a duo, or maybe they'll have like a 4 or 5 piece band, but you guys are a trio. You guys are just the three of you. Do you find that, there is just a lot of space in that musical spectrum along that entire range of music? You guys have a lot of work to do to have to fill in that spectrum with something creative and entertaining. Is this comfortable for you guys, or are you like, what, we're looking to bring in a fourth person? I mean, how does this all play out for you guys in terms of being a trio or a power trio, if that's more accurate?
Well, as far as being a three-piece, not to take the lead on this one, this is my first three-piece, and I've been playing in bands since I was a teenager, since before I could get into clubs, and just had to get the big black X's on my hand to know, like, hey, I'm not going to mess around here. I want to just play music. So this is the first time that I've been in a trio, and being like a big lover of the 80s and like big bombastic sounds, Led Zeppelin being a huge influence on me as a drummer, I've always like tried to do more. And I'm a very visual player myself, taking a lot of inspiration from like Poison or Motley Crue, or even again Tommy Aldridge, like wanting to be as visually appealing as well as from an audio standpoint appealing. I've always felt, and I mean, no disrespect or offense to my previous band members, but I've really been like the workhorse of a band, and not just being a drummer, but trying to put as much as I can. And like, I'm not an electrician during the day. I can't say I got to go really quick so I can get to my shift over at Best Buy. This is all that I do is just playing music. And like joining these guys, it was actually funny. The first time that I officially met them, I was playing in a battle of the bands against them in a country band. It was,
oh man,
it was a very interesting like dichotomy to have to again like see these guys and like the 70s look, the shorts, everything. Like I'm playing in like a pretty traditional country band, and yeah, watching them play, like all my friends were like, okay, like you guys were good, that was awesome, but like, you should really find a way to break in to that group. And like not even 6 weeks, like 2 months later, like we kind of started having conversations about it. And honestly, the rest is kind of history. Like after joining these guys, to bring the whole thing to a head, I really feel like everyone pulls an equal intense amount of weight. No one person is like the lead or the brain or the show. Everyone's listened to, everyone has a unique way of playing, and it's this weird melting pot of styles, arrangements, harmonies, ideas, and it's the first time that I've really felt like, wow, everyone, it's like a Cerberus, like we're all really connected to this thing. And yeah,
not every band can say that they've got this collaborative pathway between the three of you that connects, each of the band members. But when they find out that it exists, then the fun really begins, don't you think?
Oh yeah,
100%.
Man, how do rehearsals go? I mean, to me, it's first of all,
rehearsals.
I mean, what were but I mean, each of you, I guess, Dax, I didn't have a chance to ask you this. Multi-instrumentalists, all of you, all of you.
Yes.
So you in the interview, this may be old information. If it is, just let me know. But it's kind of like you guys I saw pictures of you playing other instruments, each of you. Is this something that you incorporate into your rehearsals? If this is something that you still do, and if so, how does that sound? In other words, Dax, if you happen to pick up the guitar, and Sam, are you loaning him your guitar while everyone changes? How does that work? That's interesting to me.
I'd love to answer that. I don't know. None of it is rehearsed or planned. The last time that I played guitar, we were in California, and somebody requested Stacy's Mom, and Sam didn't know it on guitar, but in one of my cover bands, I played it on guitar. So we just swapped. Or Joe, I think 2 shows ago, handed me the bass, and I
I didn't.
bass.
Hold on, I didn't hand it to you though.
Okay, he lightly tossed me his bass guitar, which explains his immaculate tone for sure.
Oh yeah,
Dropping the
surprise.
instrument, just character. Yeah, but no,
Really
none of
meaning
it.
to air guitar right there. I'll tell you.
None of it's rehearsed. I think you lose. I don't want to say the magic because that's not true. There are plenty of bands that are very rehearsed and very very good, but a lot of the times, again, Joe had mentioned earlier, we don't know where we're going to go. Like we have an idea and there's a set, but then if we're playing a 4-hour cover show with our originals as well, someone will request something and I don't know that these guys know it. And we kind of start it and like, okay, oh no, okay, yeah, that's Los Lonely Boys. Like I do know this one. Yeah, we can kind of get into it. And it just kind of happens. And it's, if you don't risk anything, there's no risk of magic. You want to try something, and art can be, risky and kind of dangerous at times. And I really, genuinely, that's my epitaph. I believe in that, and these guys deliver.
I don't know if I'd chuck a bass. So it's like, no, here,
You
catch.
should try it.
It's fun. I mean,
It's fun.
That thing would be in the air, and I'd be thinking, "Oh, mistakes were made."
Get your
catch
heart
that.
Yeah. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend.
In our music,
They recommend throwing bass.
at the show in our music video, the show at the end of our music video where we're playing for that crowd. At one point, Joe and I took our guitars and threw them to each other and caught each other's guitars on stage.
I forgot about
I had
that.
so many people.
totally
I had
forgot that.
Yeah, I had so many people come up and tell me afterwards, like, I didn't like that. I thought for sure you guys were going to drop that. I didn't like that. I was like, I thought it was cool.
Hey,
Yeah.
is this something we can look forward to at Herostock?
You never know.
You
We
never
don't
know.
No,
Maybe,
no one knows
yeah,
what's
maybe.
going to happen.
At least
Get to
throwing
see
some
Sam
sticks.
out there wearing
Yeah,
those
back and
cut off
forth.
denim shorts,
Dang
like
right.
in the video.
Well,
just sold those
he
last
sold
night.
them to someone last night. So
Oh man, I was gonna ask you. I was like, whose idea was that? Because
I
that was
showed up-
gold.
I showed up to a show and the temperature was like 112 degrees, and I was like, I am not wearing jeans to this show, and you can't wear cargo shorts because then you look like you're some dad's cover band down the street. Like for some reason the short shorts are fancier than some cargo shorts. No, I don't know. I was like, I cut my pants into short shorts because I didn't like the pants, and I was like, I'm gonna wear these tonight. And Joe's like, well, you can't go up there with those, and I have pants on. So he took his pants and cut them into short shorts, and we went out on stage and did it, and it had a better response than we expected. Now, granted, we still get laughed at,
Oh yeah,
but
it's a love or hate thing.
it's love or hate.
Them shorty
What?
journey
It's
shorts
rubber
on. You guys are gonna have to play something like "Thigh of the Tiger" or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, there it is.
Oh,
It's
geez.
usually the biker bars where we get very mixed reviews. It's either a love or hate thing. The ladies love it. The bikers hate it.
You just get those stares from them, and you're like, "I
Oh,
don't like
yeah.
this anymore."
Yep.
Yeah, the fellows are staring longer than the ladies, which whatever, it's fine.
Don't act like you're not
It is good.
impressed.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about musical influences. And Dax, you had mentioned earlier Led Zeppelin, but what were some of the influencers, of your music in terms of whether it's guitar playing, bass playing, drumming, but also maybe power trios that are out there, or rock bands, or anything else that's out there? Maybe you can just kind of, each of you, tell us what your influences were.
Yeah, as far as influences, again, for me, if I had to like really distill it down to its purest form, the first record that I bought and like tried to play everything was System of a Down, Steal This Album. I really was attracted to that group kind of being chaotic and weird and just kind of funky, much like myself. Led Zeppelin was a close follow as far as just really like, he's like 20 years old and he's doing this how is that possible? Like the technology that we have today, they were putting this out back then. That's insane. But it really took Pantera, again, a heavy metal group that I really, really enjoyed, to where I looked at the guitar players playing sort of from a perspective of drumming. Like it really influenced my approach to, I don't want to say lead drumming, but as much as I follow Joe with like bass guitar rhythms, if there's a vocal part that I feel needs to be emphasized, I'll emphasize the vocal part, or I'll try and play in unison with a guitar lick. It really just kind of takes all those inspirations of serving the song, but in a very non-traditional capacity.
Mm-hmm. It's very individual for yourself. It's very personable to you. This is how you interpret it, and this is how you're kind of resharing it, perhaps.
Very, very much so. And again, all the players in those groups, especially like Pantera, had a massive rhythm section. Not everybody really thinks about that. And obviously Led Zeppelin, like with John Paul Jones carrying the entire section on his back, like playing mandolin, keyboard, bass, arranging.
For sure.
It's a lot of members pulling super duty that really made me feel like this is fantastic.
I'd like to make a request right now before you get on stage. Going to California, please.
We could do that. Yeah.
Up there.
100%.
I'll be up there at the front. Yeah, definitely. Bring your mandolins, gents.
All right.
You know what, Joe? As a bassist, there are so many people you could probably gravitate to, or accomplished bass players, but you're a multi-instrumentalist. What about you? Inspiration. Who are your role models?
I think bass wise, it was definitely Flea right away. I mean, in my mind, he stole the show a lot just doing bass, and that's kind of why I started playing bass, was because of him. But I'm also a huge fan of like old style funk, and bass is a huge part of that, And sometimes they don't even have to play anything crazy. They just have to hit that one and keep that groove going. And the more I started playing bass, I realized how much power I had, because I think low end is super powerful when it comes to live music, because that's the stuff you can feel right here. And
nailed it.
I feel like if you're missing the bass, then the energy is going to go away. So I fill that void with I do something called an octaver. I throw an octave below the note I'm playing on my bass, and it creates this massive sound. And I think Sam's told me before, I'm kind of a rhythm guitar bassist. I like to play kind of like guitar style rhythm, but I throw it on the bass and try and do both at the same time, basically. And I think that's a big reason why we were able to achieve a three-piece. First, you have to have a good drummer, and then someone to hold down a thick low end.
Yay.
Sam takes care of the rest,
I'll tell you what. I mean, I can ask any guitar player and any drummer, do you want to go out and play? Do you have a bass player? No. No, we don't want to play unless there's a bass player, there's a competent bass player. There's a lot to be said about someone who will hold a band together, both the drummer and with the rhythms, and the guitar player, with the melodies and the rhythm guitar part. And that's the bass guitarist in my mind. So kudos, man. That's awesome.
A lot of bass players do get, it's kind of the thing that basses aren't important and all that stuff. We've all heard those jokes, but when you see a good one, then you're like, oh, this exists. Yes.
Totally get it. Hey, I really liked your work. There was that live studio recording that you guys did. And you were singing, and you were just dancing up and down that fretboard on your bass. And I was just blown away how easy you made that look. Bass player, lead vocalist. How is that for you to kind of feel like you're in control? Does it come easy for you to do both?
When I started learning how to play music, I was also learning how to sing at the same time. So it is just kind of something that I just do. I do some solo stuff where I loop every instrument and I play keys and bass and keys and sing at the same time, and then jump to my guitar. But like, I think of everything as one unit, like exactly as a band. Like you don't have to separate your brain. It's all one thing. And that's how I think of it. I don't know. It's just how it's always been.
Don't have to really think about it. Really?
No.
Cool.
It is not that way for me. I gotta work at it. If you see me thumping on a bass, I'm like, yeah, nope, I'm not even gonna try to put words there.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I don't know. I think the best thing to do is forget about it and just let it happen. That's the way I think of it. But yeah, I don't know.
Forget about it.
Pretty much. I don't care anymore. Yeah, just do it.
Yeah,
just do it, man.
Just do it. Sam, you're up, man. Tell us about your influences and Yeah, really. About specifics too. We like to hear specifics. Who are your guitar
Yeah.
heroes?
As I said, AC/DC is what got me into wanting to play guitar. So I got to credit them. I know they get a lot of crap for putting out 18 of the same album or whatever the number is. But I got to be honest, I think they're the epitome of rock and roll. I have definitely grown since then. I mean, Led Zeppelin was my next love, and that's where when Dakota joined the band, and he talked about his love for Led Zeppelin. I was like, oh yeah, I knew. I was like, yeah, this is gonna work. I mean, if he's a Zeppelin fan, that's our bread and butter right there. Um, but then I got into the heavier stuff, and by heavier stuff, I mean like 80s metal. Don't get me wrong, I listen to like as heavy metal as it goes nowadays too, but 80s metal, like hair metal, or even like the British wave of heavy metal. Iron Maiden would have been one of my first ones. So funny enough, as a three-piece, I'm huge on dual harmony guitars. So I'm a big Thin Lizzy fan. I'm a big Boston fan. I'm a big Iron Maiden fan. Any of those bands that had the dual guitar leads, I that is the only reason I'd ever want another guitarist in this band is so we could rip some dual leads. But other than that, um, Randy Rhoads was like when I started getting into the shred guitar, like Van Halen and Ozzy. Rest in peace, Ozzy. But Randy Rhoads was definitely like when I was 14, 15, 16, getting into heavier music. I was like, I want to play that shreddy style of stuff. So, I try to incorporate that classic rock sound while still having the high energy of that 80s, like upbeat, in your face metal. So I feel like we try to bridge the gap of hard rock. A lot of people refer to us as a metal band. I don't hear that. I think we're a hard rock band at most. But like we have moments where I would give us a Black Sabbath nod or a Van Halen nod. So if you consider Van Halen and Black Sabbath to just be pure metal, then yes, we are also a metal band. But those are the main ones I can think of, and then I do like blues ripping stuff like Jimi Hendrix and stuff as well. So my influences go on and on and on as well.
I I want to add in on there. I think a lot of people forgot what rock and roll is, and we've kind of been bringing it back recently because we hear it all the time. There's just not a lot of what you guys do out there anymore, and they think of what we do now as metal, but like I think it's just people forgot what rock is, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
To tag on that just a little bit. The first time I ever designed my own drum head that was my idea, I saw an interview of Gene Simmons at the time that said rock and roll is dead. And whatever he meant by that, like, oh, just rock as like a live performer, whatever the case. But I just had the idea of like, I want to be a part of the rock revival machine. All I want to do is bring back things like rock and roll. Nothing against metal or hard rock. I'm such a huge lover of grunge, but yeah, rock bands, musicians, the rock star, whatever that even means today. Like, I just love the idea of rock music and like concerts like Queen's Live Aid or like that Joe Cocker live performance. Like, you watch something and it's like, holy expletive deleted. This is insane. Like, whatever this thing is, I want to be a part of it. I want to belong to this thing. That's what at least I know that we all try to do.
Myself, a self-proclaimed baby boomer, it's music to my ears. That's all I can say. All right, guys.
Love to hear that. Absolutely.
Oh, hell, I'll be up there. I'm going to be up there. Here in your right at the stage there. All right. Maybe this is the last question for me because I know that our resident songwriter may have some things that I didn't get to. But favorite songs that you never get tired of performing live?
I'm going last. No way.
I'll say one of our own songs, "Hipster Train Ride." Ever since we wrote it, it's always been in the set. It has never not been in the set, and I think we've never had a bad time playing it. So, yeah.
What is it about the song that it makes it fun? Is it the soloing? Is it the chord progression?
It's when we wrote it, it kind of turned into kind of a bit of an odyssey. It has a few different parts, and it's definitely one of our hypest songs. We always play it last. It has high harmonies, just big, high rock and roll style harmonies, and we have some stage antics that we eventually developed with it. It's just like it's hard to get bored of because we have things that we always do with this song, and we're running around. Sam and I switch spots. I'll throw a guitar on him during the song, like it's just it never gets old.
I can't wait to see that. You're going to be playing that, right? Is that on the set list for Ashland?
It never hasn't been. So yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's our hype one for sure. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely second that with Joe. I mean, not to reiterate everything he said, but yeah, it's definitely it's the statement of our close, for closing out the show. I will say that one of the first things we did as a band was learn a cover. We learned Ram Jam's Black Betty.
Yeah.
And so that would have been 11 years ago that me and Joe learned that with our older drummer. And that's kind of been a staple cover of ours, which is funny because that song is a cover of an old blues song. So, I mean, we're known for a cover of a cover. But, we go to towns around the country and we have a video of us playing Black Betty on YouTube. And these towns will just be like, play Black Betty, play Black Betty. And I'm like, we've never even been there before. And I'm like, oh, well, sure. Yeah. If you want Black Betty, we could do that in our sleep. We've been doing it for 11 years now. And Dakota, when he joined in, that was like one of the first songs we had him learn because we're like, this is kind of one of our like go-to covers if we're going to pull out a song that everyone gets hyped to. And it always gets people going. We go out in the crowd in that one and, groove with the people and get it. And people always ask me, can I mosh to this song? And I was like, you can do whatever you want. But during like the solo section where the tempo ramps up, people always like to throw down, which is cool, because as a rock band, moshing is like a gray area. Do we mosh? I'm like, please, I encourage it,
Do we mosh? What's my deductible?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I would throw a cover in there. Black Betty would be a like something that kind of got us connected as a band early on.
It's definitely our anthem cover for sure.
All right, Dax. What's yours?
This one's super easy for me. Eruption is my absolute favorite. There's a section in the show where it's like fairly intense song. Normally Life as It Goes, one of our covers, that's pretty involved. Drum solo, and I lose track of time to where it's 3 minutes or it's 9 minutes or it's 8 minutes. I don't really know what's going to happen during that. And then a pretty simple one after that, Hot for Teacher, immediately following. And it's just go, 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 go. So during Eruption, I get this great little 45-second to 3-minute reprieve of like, all right, I can grab a drink. Cool. Let's breathe.
You're the worst.
Let's get a workout. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
it's insane. Like I should have a way better body for how long that I work. It's really bad.
Tomorrow you worry about
that makes me want to throw one more thing out there is that we do have a lot of new music we've been working on, and honestly I can already tell that some of these new songs are going to be some of our favorites to play. They're just so new. We haven't put out music in a hot second other than that Life as It Goes video you saw at the beginning. And we have a lot of new music coming as well. And we're excited to get this new stuff working because I think it'll be some of our best stuff yet. I think we all agree on that. It's been our first collaborative effort with Dakota in the band too. So it's been nice.
Talk us through a songwriting session.
Yeah,
a lot of it is either like someone has an idea and we bring it to the studio where I'm sitting at right now. And we just kind of go for it and then we like break it down like, oh, this part should do this should do that. Hey, what about this? And we just start throwing it back and forth. And then sometimes I'll be mean and I'll take our session and I'll start playing it live. And Sam will look at me like, no, you're joking, right? And then I won't
two
stop.
nights ago. Yeah, for sure.
And then I make them come in and they do. And then we play the whole thing. Like, and I think we finish a lot of our writing at the show. Like sometimes I believe in taking something very unfinished. And I know that we all have a good idea of it and just trying it in front of people. And I think that's where a lot of magic happens. And like, oh, this felt really good. And I could see people jamming to this, so like, let's feed off that. Let's keep going off that and we'll bring it back and keep working on it. So
does it typically wind up with the music portion of it being written and played through a few times before you guys add lyrics to it, or does that you kind of happen at the same time?
It's a little bit of both. A lot of the time it does start with music or a riff, but sometimes Sam has something and I have lyrics that I've just had, and I was like, I bet these might fit, so it's all different. It's never the same.
Yeah. I know that writing lyrics is usually the standard, but yeah, we're just such a riff based band, and that's why we kind of advertise as that, because we love the riffs, and so the riffs just kind of come out first, and then kind of however that inspires me lyrically whenever I do lyrics. I don't know if that works for Joe, but sometimes the music itself will make me feel a certain way, and then the lyrics will kind of come to me that way. So that's the way I've done it.
Okay. Now, so I see, Joe, you're in the studio, right? And I know our listeners can't see it, but I'm curious, do all of you kind of share that same responsibility of kind of the sound engineer, kind of, who has the ear for it? Do you guys kind of, share that responsibility?
I think that's really collaborative, to be honest, as far as like things like the finished product. Me being so new to the group, I haven't done as much like lyrical or riff based writing, but when it comes to like having a producer ear or a producer brain, like I think we all really have a lot of ideas of like, oh, let's extend this break, or like, okay, we should only do the bridge this one time, or what if in the riff, like the bridge instead did this or that. And like one of the things that made it into the final cut of Life as It Goes was like a big silent spot that I just felt like this needs to kind of be here. And that was like the second thing that I contributed to the band. Like I auditioned and these guys played it way too cool. Like, yeah, it's pretty good or whatever. Like we got some friends that were thinking about calling. They might want to do this. I'm not sure. Then I got a call from Joe. Like, can you go to California, please? we want to go with somebody, please. Oh my God.
And he's like, we didn't interview anybody else. It was just you.
They big league 100%. They hit me with the big leagues. But then it was like days later, we're recording at East West Studios in California with, am I allowed to say our source? I don't want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Unless you're asking them, not me. You feel free to
care anything you like. Say whatever you want, man.
He's on the credit.
Yeah, a great fella named Kent Hertz, who has worked with Alanis Morissette and Steve Miller Band. And like, yeah, that was one of the first 10 things I did with these guys after saying yes, was then record a song in the same studio where Pet Sounds was recorded. And I'm supposed to like look at Frank Sinatra's actual piano and then try and like, oh, this is just Tuesday. Like I was freaking out.
Yeah, you're like, lame. Not.
Yeah.
Did you make it to the microphone? Did you make it to the microphone room?
Oh my God, they wouldn't let me in there. Thank God.
We did a tour. We did a tour of everything. I'm sure I'm pretty sure we saw everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of time, but yeah, that was Dakota's, like, you were maybe played those songs once or twice live with us, and
yeah,
I was like, I know you can do it. Just throw it down. You got it.
You got it.
So when are you guys going to start touring for these recordings? Can I call it an album or an EP or something? Is this something we can refer to, or is it too early? Is this
single for sure?
Oh, okay. All right.
It definitely will be an album.
Working on it. Yeah.
Just the way of the world. You got to release singles before, unless you have a ton of money, which we don't.
That seems to be the thing with at least the people that we've spoken with, some of the band leaders and bands as well too.
We are accepting donations, but yeah, if you want to make $1 million in the music industry, you better start with 2. So
yeah.
Tell us where we can find your music videos, any subscriber list to your to your social sites. Where can we find that?
Our website has everything. It's gallivantband.com. Check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we finally got a website. A lot of cool things have happened in this last year. So
in the last year, when I joined, and coincidentally,
it's like, see, they said, hey guys, they said I'm cool.
Oh, gentlemen,
I'm not denying it. I say it every show.
This is true.
Hey man, we're gonna wrap it up here. It's been a real pleasure talking with you all, and it's this week Friday night, right? This week,
yes,
night
that's
after
right.
Nebraska over at Country Country Drive Golf Course. And I believe you guys are on third. I think you're third up on the list, and then you'll start to see us, both Matt and I will be making our way up to the stage and making sure to applaud you guys.
I'll be looking at those denim shorts going, bravo, bro. Bravo.
Yeah.
Hey,
Best
any
prize
final
in the
thoughts? Any closing thoughts for Herostock Nation before we bid adieu?
Yeah, we want to thank Herostock for having us be a part of this year's fest. Everything they stand for, and everything they're representing. We're glad that they want us to be a part of it and letting us bring our rock and roll to their show.
Yeah, come on out, come explore and witness the greatness, the awesomeness.
All right.
Yeah, we're also incredibly humble. I'm not sure if you picked up on that. Yeah.
We've been humbled many times.
We're very happy to be a part of this, and yeah, just I am very happy to be working with another team of people who genuinely believes in music and that rock isn't dead, that this is something that you can do. We believe in it so much we leave our animals, our homes, houses, families, we leave everything behind for a stretch of time to bring this to every corner of the country, and maybe next year every part of the world, if we can get some love overseas and use these passports. It's a belief.
You just got to speak it into existence, brother.
For sure.
Hey,
That's right.
I like it.
We've been
That's right.
talking to Joe, Sam, and Dax of the band Gallivant, who will be performing at Herostock Ashland Rock Night on Friday, August 22nd. Go to herostock.org. Get your tickets there.
What's up, Herostock Nation? August 22nd, Country Drive Golf Course. We're bringing you 4 amazing rock bands. Our first one to kick off, we have Deliberately Broken coming in out of Texas. We have Die Tired coming in out of Pennsylvania. We have Gallivant, which is a local band here to Omaha, and our headliner that night is Lockjaw. Gates open at 4 p.m. We're going to run till 11. It's going to be an amazing time. Head on out to Country Drive. Let's go.
Wow. I love talking to rock bands. I don't know about
Those
you.
guys are fun.
They are, and while they still follow some of the rules, some of the practices for songwriting and musicians and all, I get the sense that, okay, yeah, we can kind of bend the rules a little bit.
I do like hearing them say rock is not dead, and seeing how energized they are about being a part of this, kind of, bring this to the world, bring this to our listeners, let's let them hear it, and let's let them know rock is not dead, so I'm excited. I didn't get to go to Rock Night last year. So, yeah, I'm coming to both this year.
Coming?
I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it sounds like it. I mean, after our conversations, let's see. So we had Die Tired, which was last week, and that was a blast. And
Yep.
they've got some rock and roll planned. And then we talked to Joe from Lockjaw. We know what they're bringing.
Yeah.
That was incredible. And then our country lineup as well too. All excited.
It's gonna be awesome. And all I can say is, we've come on here and we've done these interviews week after week, and we've talked with the bands, and we've tried to share some of their story with our listeners, but we can't express it enough. Come to Herostock.
You gotta be there. You gotta see it to experience it, because it's describing.
I mean, and maybe I'm not a very good salesman, but I've been smiling, having a great time every one of these episodes. I cannot wait. And it's 4 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Well, depending on what day we're recording this, which is today is Monday.
Yeah.
So
we'll call it 4 days and a wake up.
4 days and a wake. That sounds good.
There we go.
Hey, by the way, let me just kind of let everyone know, if you haven't taken a look at the Herostock Facebook page, you'll notice that the schedule of events for Herostock Ashland has been posted. Once the gates open at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the silent auction begins. Then there's going to be presentation of colors along with the national anthem. That's about 10 minutes before the first band goes on, and the first band will be Shannon Book and Deliberately Broken. Then at 6:30, it's Die Tired. Gallivant, who we just got done speaking with, will come in at 8 o'clock, rock for about an hour, and then it'll be Lockjaw for the ones who will be closing out the evening. I know my ears are going to be ringing, but my feet will be happy.
Oh yeah.
Then on Saturday, the gates are going to open at 4 o'clock. Again, with the color presentation, the anthem, our national anthem, and South of Center will start country night at 5 p.m. Kimberly Meyer at 6:30, Trainer Band at 8, and then to bring things to a close is LV Shane. We also
LV Shane.
Yeah. Oh, what a fun conversation that was. Gosh.
Oh man.
I'll tell you right now, if you haven't watched these interviews, go back, herostock.org/podcast, and really check them out. They're great people, great conversations. Good vibes, good times ahead, my friend.
Oh,
What
yeah.
say you?
I'm excited, and I mean, starting out doing these podcasts, very exciting stuff. You're getting an opportunity to meet some people that are in the music biz, and there's a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of knowledge between all these people, and so I look forward to seeing every one of them in person. I really do.
The experiences that they share. We know we're only a 60-minute program here. Well, at least we know it's a 60-minute program, so we have to work within, those guidelines. And we so want to ask more questions, do a deeper dive.
Yeah.
But ironically, as it turns out, I believe today is the last episode of us sitting in for Jason and for Anthony. So this being the last time that you and I will be sitting down together, I'm looking back at this podcast experience has just been enriching. It's been entertaining for sure. But you got any takeaways from this whole experience of sitting in on Herostock Podcast?
This whole experience to me has just really shown me that there is a lot of possibilities that exist outside of your comfort zone. Getting into music and writing, stories and playing those stories, some very personal in front of, your listeners. There's a connection you have with them, and it's not easy. It really isn't. But man, the possibilities are infinite outside of your comfort zone.
And not one of them are the same as anyone else's.
No.
It's all been different, which is the basis of some great creative songwriting, I think.
One of the real interesting things that I've noticed with all these bands is and even our independent artists, that their journeys, the things that they're doing in music, the experiences they're getting and the opportunities they're getting, they're not the same for every band, so it's not this cookie cutter kind of, do this, and this, and you'll be successful. If your heart's in it and you don't mind being a little uncomfortable, you could go really far. And I think meeting everybody that we've met and all the stories that we've gotten to listen to really kind of testifies to that.
We even had a chance to talk with, a couple of business owners. We started off talking with Nebraska.
Oh, yeah.
With Paul taking a little bit of time to talk business, and along with his experience in the Marine Corps, and then of course, talking to John Barry about what their vision is in terms of helping veterans who are struggling to get some fairness in some of the things that they're dealing with, and just the actions that they're willing to take. It's really remarkable. And over at the Herostock on this Friday and Saturday, there are going to be resource booths that 50 or more, I believe, are going to be showing up, talking to veterans, first responders, and Gold Star family members. Maybe they can offer some service or support in some way, shape, or form, and they're going to be there along with our sponsors, who are just thanks to their generosity, they made Herostock what it is, a lot closer than what it was just on paper to reality. So I'm excited to see that it's coming up at the end of this week. And well, anyway, my friend, I don't think this is goodbye because there was one more artist that we did say we were going to interview.
Yes,
Shannon
Shannon Book. Yes.
Shannon Book, yes. And we have a certain surprise waiting for him as well as our listening audience. And we're going to make that announcement that has to do with Shannon Book, with whether we're going to continue this podcast. Will Jason give us the go ahead to continue on?
Who knows?
Or
Who
not?
knows?
We don't know. But you definitely want to check us out over at Herostock Ashland this Friday and Saturday over at the Country Drive Golf Course. And yeah, get the news there and www.herostock.org. If you haven't signed up to subscribe to the news, make sure you go there and put in your email address, and we'll be in contact. Matt, as I always say, final words.
Oh, final words. I wish I didn't have to have them, but I got a feeling that this is not the last that people have heard from Tom and Matt.
Did you hear that, Jason? Okay. All right. Well, listen, everyone. We will see you in Ashland. And I'm Tom Lamog, Matthew Jones for the Herostock Nation podcast. We'll see you soon.